Next up, we have Taggstr.
Hi everyone, my name is Al Mand and I'm the CEO of Taggstr, a new location-based service that's going to change the way you share your location and find what you want, when you want, where you want it. Now in order for me to tell you the essence of Taggstr and what Taggstr can do for you, I'm going to need to tell a little story. So let's meet Dave. Now Dave's a guy, just like you and me, has an iPhone, lots of applications, but he loves to find out what's going on near him, places to eat, things to do, and things like that. Now let's see what Dave had to do before Taggstr in order to find something around him. In our story, Dave's at Santana Row and he's looking for Italian food, and he pulls up his favorite app right now, Yelp, and he looks up the listing for Maggiano's. And as you can see, he realizes that it's going to take a little while. There's paragraphs and paragraphs of information here. That's just one review for Maggiano's. And for multiple venues, multiple reviews, this is going to take a little bit of time. So in his search for something a little bit more concise, a little bit more relevant, he pulls up his next app, Foursquare. Now we all know about Foursquare, and he looks at the profile for Maggiano's, and there's quite a bit of activity. There's 256 check-ins, and there's 15 comments, but right there it tells you, there's 256 people that have taken out their phone, pressed the button to check in, but yet only 15 people have taken the time to provide some information to the next user who comes along. So again, in his search for more information about Maggiano's, he pulls up his other service, Gowalla. Once again, a little bit less traffic, around 56 check-ins. There's a picture, however, and 5 comments. But none of these comments have anything to do with what's at Maggiano's. They're all comments about other people's check-ins. However, there's one photo, but what does one photo give you? Hardly anything. So you can see through 3 services, Dave has barely gotten any information. He's given up on Yelp because there's just way too much information for him to go through on the go. And with Foursquare and Gowalla, he's gotten very little content, very little information from those services as well. Result of this frustration, gets on his knees and he starts praying to God if he could find some Italian food around him. So now let's see what Dave has to do after Taggstr. So once again, same situation. He's in Santana Row looking for Italian food. He looks up the profile for Maggiano's, and he sees that his friend tagged the location the previous week. And his friend has written up a text description, taken some pictures, even added a video. And based off of one tag, Dave has gotten more content and information than either Foursquare or Gowalla. He's gotten more media, and he's gotten it in a concise, relevant manner that is hard-pressed to find on Yelp. So based off of his friend's review, he goes to Maggiano's, enjoys his meal, and finds that he wants to tag. He wants to share his experience with other people and make sure that they come to Maggiano's as well. So pulls out the app again, enters 150 characters, attaches pictures, takes video, and he sends it off to his social networks. Now, when you send it off to your social networks, there's this little benefit that we like to call the power of a single tag. Now, with one single tag, one exposure of a venue, it shoots off to 300 of his friends on Facebook and around 100 followers on Twitter. Just a huge amount of exposure for that venue from one single tag. And I'll come back to how we're leveraging that on our back end. So now let's move on to his friend Tina, who comes in next week. Once again, she sees that Dave has tagged this location the past week, and she's interested in going to Maggiano's as well. So she looks up the tag, decides as she goes there, and enjoys her food once again. And she too wants the tag. But she also sees that there's a promotion for Maggiano's where if you tag twice this week, you get a free appetizer next time you come. Now, that's not for real. It's just fictional right now. Nonetheless, she sees this promotion, and there's an additional incentive to tag right there. But she's a little tentative about her privacy, especially reading that article about pleaserobme.com. She's a little bit afraid about people robbing her house or stalking her even. But not with Taggstr. With Taggstr, we have devised an innovative yet simple feature called the time delay tag. Nobody else has thought of this. I don't know why. But it's simple. All she does is pull out her phone, make the tag, and time delay it for however time she thinks she's going to be there, whether it be 1 hour, 2 hours. And that tag does not get pushed off to her social networks. It does not get pushed to the location tag stream until that time has been allotted. So she gets the short-term benefits of the promotion and the short-term benefits of being able to tag that location, but she's not going to get stalked. So now I'd like to, with one simple feature, we have rendered pleaserobme.com irrelevant, completely irrelevant. You don't need to worry about it. So now I'd like to come back to the benefit that we provide the vendors in terms of giving them free exposure on these social networks. So we're leveraging on our back end by giving them a customer resource management tool as well as a promotions platform. So they can give us their simple information. They have a simple, intuitive interface on our website, and they can see aggregated info about their tag activity that happens at their location, and they can also manage multiple venues, multiple promotion campaigns, and whatnot. So now we're tapping into an effective market that has potentially the worth of $12 to $14 billion, founded on a base of 100 or so million smartphones in the United States. We feel there's a huge vacuum in this space right now because we're solving a lot of the issues that happen with location-based services in a very intuitive, innovative way. And we feel there's a lot of potential that can happen with Taggstr, and especially when you have a community of people out there who's tagging actively and providing more value to the next user and providing more value to the vendor. So, oh, whoops, wrong button. Sorry about that. So now that you know about Taggstr, all you need to do now is come meet us at our networking tables. We have a demo of an Android app. Our iPhone and Android applications are currently in development and should be out soon. And yeah, go ahead, make your mark, tag your world.
Okay. Panelists, Clint, do you want to start?
Sure. So where are you planning to start with this? I mean, how do you build that initial critical mass of users?
Exactly. So as far as getting to the tipping point, we're going to start on the West Coast. Foursquare rules the East Coast. So we want to start off in San Francisco, a very clustered, very dense area. I mean, we can pretty much just walk up and down Embarcadero and sign up vendors. So I think if we start in San Francisco, it'll be a lot more feasible than if we went to the suburbs. So yeah, then we just scale from there. Just keep on going.
How do you deal with the cheating, the people that check in but they're not really there physically?
Exactly. So what we've done is we've leveraged Google Maps, and we verify every tag with the GPS. So you have to be within a certain distance. Right now we have that set to 1.5 kilometers. Right now with Foursquare, you can check in from across the country. I could check into a Starbucks that's in the middle of New York City right now. But with Taggstr, you can't do that. Everything's GPS verified. And plus, as far as cheating goes, we've also come up with some intuitive solutions with credit card verifications and things like that that ensure that there's an end purchase and not just people walking by and tagging places.
You also might talk to the Mycello guys because they
definitely. No, definitely. We're interested in that.
So I can only check in from my phone, though?
Yes. Yes, exactly. That's another thing. Foursquare, you could have checked in from the website. I think they removed that recently, but before when they started, you could have checked in from their website as well.
Steve?
So do you have anything protectable that would stop a GoWalla or Foursquare
Definitely.
seeing what you're doing and duping it?
Yeah, so the time delay tag, we've gotten a provisional patent on that. We've gotten a provisional patent on the credit card verification feature where right now you can walk by a spot and just check in and get those promotions for free without making an end purchase. So what we're going to do is develop a system where the vendor can verify a purchase has been made and then offer more elaborate promotions on our platform. So not only have they tagged, but they've also made the purchase.
Okay. Thank you very much.